In this session, I want to cover three what I consider great strategies, techniques for not only closing more sales, but I think giving you a skill level that'll be far above your competition. And so I want to go over these programs with you. The first one is called the Increased Productivity Close. Now, let me explain that to you. Many owners of businesses primarily aren't aware of what happens when you increase the morale, the excitement of your employees. That leads to an increase in productivity, meaning it has always been proven that if the employees in a company have a better morale, if they're more excited, have a higher degree of interest in the company and the product that they're working with, that they will not only be happier, but that will then increase the productivity, the profits to the company. And so that's what this is all about. Now, this one can be used in technology. It can be used in any product or service that makes the company better, which adds to the excitement of all the people that are working there. And so that's the basic concept. And it goes something like this. Let me give you some phraseology. Let's say it's Mr. Jackson I'm talking with, okay? Mr. Jackson, what I'm here to talk about is not just a better health insurance program, although that is what we offer, but what I'm really here to talk about is increasing all of your employees' morale. Have you noticed over the years that if your company brings in something new, offers something new to the company, and all the employees, that their morale goes up? Now, we have found, our studies have proven, that when the morale increases, so does productivity. So in other words, you increase the morale by what we're offering here, and you'll have better profits for the company. And so this is a wonderful, wonderful strategy for you to use. And so, Mr. Jackson, again, I think that you're going to love the fact that with me presenting what we're offering in this new health insurance program, that your people are going to be proud to work for you, excited about the job, and of course add all that up, and you have more productivity, thus profits. And that's what we're all looking for in business today, aren't we? Gosh, that's a good close. I hope you use that one, okay? The next one I want to cover with you is it's called It Isn't in the Budget Close. Now, I know all of you just kind of shuddered that are out there in the business community, because this is a strategy that many owners of businesses have just kind of internalized, and they know they can use it to eliminate us in the field of sales. And so this close is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And if you believe your buyer is qualified, which that is critical, and the words are very, very important. In fact, I jotted some things down that I'm going to just go ahead and kind of read as a script. I tried to make this real generic so that regardless of your product or service, you can take it, you can apply it. Kind of like this. He says to me, Tom, I like your product or service, but it's not in the budget. Try this. Bob, I totally understand your need to use and benefit from a budget. And that's the reason I contacted you in particular. I'm well aware that every well-managed business controls the flow of its money with a carefully planned budget. The budget is a necessary tool to use and give direction to the company goals. Now listen to the switch here. However, the tool itself doesn't dictate how the company is run. The budget must be flexible. And of course, you as controller of that budget retain for yourself the right to flex that budget in the best interest of your company's financial present and future competitive edge. Don't you agree? Boy, I think you can have fun with that one. That's a great, great little strategy. And the next one is called the competitive edge close. And every company that I've ever worked with wants to be known as being the best in the industry. They want ways to increase their market share, the competitive edge. So when you represent a product that can help them gain that edge, use this close. It's a beauty. And of course, I rewrote a couple of these, so I wanted them to be fitting almost any industry that's watching our program. Kind of like this. Mr. Smith, I'm sure you realize that many of your competitors are facing the same challenges that you are. So you want to make sure they know that in our economy, in the industries, there's many of their competitors facing the exact same things they're facing. Then, of course, you would say, and listen to these words now, isn't it interesting that when an entire industry is fighting the same forces, some companies do a better job of meeting those challenges than others? Hear that? Okay. My entire objective here today, you see, you got to let them really feel that. My entire objective here today is to provide you and your company with something that will help you be better than all the other companies in your industry. And the companies that we have worked with love what we've done for them. So in a way, you are suggesting subtly that their competition has taken advantage of what you're offering, and if they would like to stay competitive, they should as well. And as I've mentioned numerous times in our training, that anytime you can make a company feel that they can do better than the competition by the use of the benefits that you have to offer, this again is a way that has them look at your company differently. Oh, I was in such a competitive field, but I found over the years, and I've alluded to this throughout our time together, that if you do give more service, if they feel you care more about giving them the great service you can give and wanting a long-term relationship, not just one transaction, when they sense that's your sincere desire, you'd be amazed how they'll choose you over the competition. I had many times a person come in and say, I'm working with 2 or 3 other companies to see who can do the best job. Well, I didn't mind that because I knew that I would be able to have such a wonderful relationship with them that they would not only do business with me once, but I can tell you over the many years that I was in sales, numerous families let me serve them 3, 4, 5 times in helping them find property, which I was then in the real estate career. So use these, practice them, try them. And again, you have to maybe do a little writing to script them. You may have to do a little rehearsal to tailor-make them to you, your personality, your temperament, your product, your service. But of course, that's one of our goals, is to get you take what we share with you, make it yours, internalize it, use it, increase your productivity, have a better income, and if that happens for the time that we're sharing, then we're doing the right thing, and so will you be as well. So, all the best.